Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. So the rumor mill has been making its ways over the past few weeks, with everybody speculating that CM Punk is going to make his way back to WWE and be at Survivor Series in Chicago. Now, that is all wishful thinking, and it's a great creative story plot. But for me, as much as I want to see CM Punk back in any type of capacity, CM Punk going back to WWE, I think, will be a complete failure. Not only be a failure, but CM Punk would not be the CM Punk that we would want to see. Seeing CM Punk in WWE is not the CM Punk we want to see. CM Punk said in his promo back in AEW in August of 2021 that in August of 2005 he left the sport of professional wrestling. In August of 2021 he came back to the sport of professional wrestling. So you telling me that you want to see a guy who considers WWE not to be professional wrestling to come back to do what? Now, I'm being honest. Come back to do what? Now, you're talking to somebody that loves CM Punk. CM Punk is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He's the reason why I really paid attention to AEW for real. He's the reason why I stayed watching WWE back in 2009, 2010, 2011, when I was completely done after Shawn Michaels retired and Jeff Hardy left. Like, he was the main reason why I kept watching. So you're talking about a guy who's a big CM Punk fan, who's in my all-time favorites, but it's just like, I don't want to see a watered-down CM Punk. I don't want to see a CM Punk that's going to eventually get tired again, get creatively stifled again, to do things he don't want to do. Now, at the end of the day, CM Punk, as any wrestler, you're going to do things that you don't want to do. That's just part of life. That's with any job. So the idea that you should be able to just do whatever you want, I don't think that's the case either. There should be compromise. There should be middle ground. And there are going to be times where you're just going to do something you don't want to do. That is part of any job, right? So I think with Punk, him coming back, like, I don't see how that ends well, right? Now, I do find it funny that throughout the month or so, how people have painted Punk as this cancer in the locker room, and he had all these issues, and he's just going to cause trouble again. I'm like, my bad. Did I miss something to where CM Punk caused all this drama in WWE while he was there? Because I don't remember hearing any stories of him causing trouble. I don't remember that. If anything, probably the biggest trouble he had was with WWE writers back in 2009 when he turned heel, and he kept ripping up the scripts because they kept trying to write for him what it meant to be straight edge. And CM Punk was like, I'm not reiterating nor reading what you're trying to give me. We can work on it together, but you're not going to write for me who I am. I do that. So probably the biggest beef he probably had was with the writers. But I don't remember him having any altercations, any arguments, none of that backstage. There's been no stories of that. So I'm still trying to figure out how he's such this big cancer and danger to the locker room, man. I think that's all propaganda, man, but whatever. So I have no issue with that. I have no worries that Punk is going to be any problem. And plus, even though Triple H is at the head of the helm, I think by this point, Triple H has matured. Triple H is no longer an in-ring competitor, so you ain't got to worry about anything like that. And at the end of the day, Triple H is business. And at the same time, I don't know how Punk. I just don't know how Punk could put the rest of his, well, maybe the rest of his career in the hands of a guy who he kind of despises in Triple H. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Like the only scenario I can see to where Punk comes back is on a legit short-term deal. To when he comes back in Survivor Series in Chicago, he makes it known, kind of does the same promo Cody Rhodes does, to where he says he's done everything in his business. He's been everywhere in his business. The only thing he hasn't done is main event WrestleMania. Everybody knows the issues he's had in the past. And when he got eliminated in the Royal Rumble 2014, it crushed him to where he had to leave. And now he's made it his mission to win the Royal Rumble so he can main event WrestleMania and fulfill his lifelong dream. So that way you give him purpose coming back. You make the Royal Rumble feel important. And you tell the story. And you also make WrestleMania feel important. CM Punk coming back, I don't think y'all really want that. I don't see a best case scenario here outside of a short-term deal from Survivor Series to WrestleMania to where he could face these certain guys he hasn't faced in a while, like AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Drew McIntyre, probably Johnny Gargano, Ciampa, and Walter. I know he would love to face Walter. I know Punk is a guy that would love to face Walter. And then he faced Seth Rollins in the Money Feud going into WrestleMania. Probably loses. And then goes off to the sunset. But that's the best case scenario. Because if anything else happens, it's not going to end well. I just know it's not. One, his body probably won't hold up. Two, he'll get frustrated with creative. And three, it's still sports entertainment at the end of the day. But that's my views on CM Punk coming back to WWE. But let me know how you feel. Do you want to see CM Punk back at WWE? Do you feel like he's a cancer? Do you feel like he's going to be miserable there? Do you want to see him in New Japan? Do you want to see him in Impact Wrestling? I can't believe how the hell is Impact still around? That is probably the biggest question, maybe in the history of wrestling, next to why Macho Man never came back to WWE. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share all things on the things. Welcome to the Hot Bitch. This is your hardcore casual fan, and if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.